Hi, I'm JD. I'm a library assistant here at Central. I work in the teen department, and in non-pandemic times or lockdowns, I do music programming among other things. So I'm used to doing creative stuff in work and outside of work, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you some of the materials we have to offer for creative endeavors, be it for vocation or for leisure. So check it out. This one caught my eye. Like I just said, I work in our music studio, and it's Audio Engineering 101. So if you're like me and maybe you've taught yourself how to record and stuff but never went to school for it, this seems to fill in the gaps. There's information on sound theory and acoustics and different wavelengths and stuff, things you probably wouldn't like just learn on your own unless you went to college for it. Working at SAPL, I've had the awesome opportunity to be on our podcast, Tuned In. I've got the podcast bug. I want to do one myself. And so I saw this book called Make Noise, A Creator's Guide to Podcasting and Great Audio Storytelling. And I think that, like most podcasters think, that there needs to be a connection when you're talking to the audience, whatever. And this guy's really good at saying, like, how you should say it and, keep it lively. This one just caught my eye. YouTube channels for Dummies. I haven't looked into it yet, but I am interested in being on YouTube. So if you want to put your creative content online, especially on YouTube, I would check this book out. The Dummy series are always pretty good. They're very concise and informative. And this one I saw too. I'm also getting into filmmaking, although this is the documentary filmmaker masterclass. It talks about production and assembling your team, and maybe you want to do your own in the stacks. So this would be the book for you to go to. This book, Funny on Purpose, the definitive guide to an unpredictable career in comedy, stand-up, improv, sketch, TV, writing, directing, YouTube. There's actually more. He talks about auditioning and directing and all sorts of stuff. And although I am interested in comedy, I have not done stand-up. I've done improv. I love that. Any of these mediums are interesting to you, but you're not necessarily into comedy, I think it would work too. Just like the other book, you can take from this and it's applicable to other things. Like maybe you want to do, serious directing, or you want to write something, write a documentary or something. This book would help you on all that stuff. These books, we have The Art of Archer, The Art of the Avengers. We have a lot of Marvel, The Art of books. They're really cool because they do things like they'll show you the scripts, elements of design, and they go into how these series were made, and like the background artwork or whatever that came to making Endgame or whatever. So that's pretty cool. These books are really cool. Complete Jazz Guitar and Complete Jazz Keyboard. I've been doing music pretty much all my life, but jazz, for the longest time, I would try reading a jazz book and my brain would just turn off. It was just like that complex. And usually I don't have that much trouble with music. But what's really cool about them is that they start building on what they had before. A lot of jazz books, jazz theory books, will give you like one concept and then it goes to the next one. And the music it gives you is like, it's disjointed. You can't see like, oh, that's what we did in that song we're doing in this one. With these, they kind of build on it. So there's a thread. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Musical Composition. Maybe you're getting into songwriting or you want to do a symphony or something. And this is pretty, like I said, the Dummy Guides and Idiot Guides are really user-friendly. It starts with like the basics of melody and harmony, and then it gets going towards, multiple voice compositions, or orchestrating and arranging. So it goes from pretty easy to pretty complex. What I like to do also is being a musician is like maybe I'll get like a CD. This is George Benson. He's like really an awesome jazz guitarist. And then I'll get a book that may have some of the songs. This series, the recorded versions guitar, it's like note for note the music they have. And maybe I'll check out some Hendrix. This book has all of his smash hits from that CD entitled Smash Hits from Jimi Hendrix. Pretty cool. This caught my eye like right before quarantine, just because of the cover. And it turns out this gentleman, Stephen Huff, I believe you pronounce it. He's a classical pianist, and actually went to check out his CD too. But he's into a lot of things actually. He's kind of a Renaissance man, but he's also like a really good essay writer. I don't know what you would say, but he talks about music and life and death, all sorts of stuff. Cool stuff. I like Brad Paisley. He's got this Diary of a Player. Brad knows what's up. He's an incredible songwriter, singer, but I like his guitar playing. He's an incredible guitarist. We also have DVDs of his concerts if you want to check it out. And if you really like his guitar licks, because like I said, he's an incredible guitar player, I would recommend this CD. Play. There's a guitar in a swing set, the bad Paisley humor. And we also have one of those books, the recorded versions with all the stuff in it that he plays on guitar. Him and others. I know there's B.B. King's on here, Keith Urban. That's just what I remember. There's other really fine caliber guitarists on that album. Maybe I want to get the lead out. Check out some Zeppelin. I love Led Zeppelin. Same thing. It's not the same authentic version or whatever, but it's got the Led Zeppelin songs in here if you want to learn them. I should point out all these books have standard notation and tablature in case you can't read standard notation. This is kind of like a shorthand. And this book, The Architect of Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, this is really cool because it is like a photo documentary on his journey through Led Zeppelin. But we also have a new version or a new edition of one of these type of books called the Jimmy Page Anthology, and it's like this times 10. It like really goes into detail, and it's super cool. So once we open it back up to the public, remember, teens 13 to 18, the studio is waiting for you if you want to learn guitar, keyboards, or how to record, stuff like that. And for everybody, if you want to reach us in the meantime, call us at 210-207-2500 or hit us up online at mysapl.org. And if anything I said in this video is interesting to you, check out the link below.